Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to talk about Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Now, one of my subscribers, and also one of my patrons, a while back had wanted some suggestions for Star Trek episodes to watch. And so I had done a list for each season of the original series, talking about my top 5 for each season, and then I did a similar series of videos for Star Trek The Next Generation, one for each season, talking about the top 5 episodes from each season I liked, with a couple honorable mentions. And I think a lot of people wondered if I was going to do a Deep Space Nine one. The problem is Deep Space Nine is a little harder because so much of Deep Space Nine is serialized. You can't really just pick and choose episodes. Really about partway through Season 2, it becomes really serialized pretty much through the rest of the series. Even though the main conflict kind of resolves at the end of Season 6. Season 7, which is kind of the weakest of the series, and I don't really care for as much. It's still pretty serialized, and you need to watch all of it. So instead of doing a list talking about the episodes I like, my suggestion for Deep Space Nine is to watch the whole run, just in order from start to finish. It's the one Star Trek series that I think you have to watch in order. I'm not saying every episode's perfect. There's a lot of good episodes in there. Season 1, like I said, is kind of episodic, like the old like Next Generation stuff. But from partway through Season 2, you really start to pick up with the very beginnings of the Dominion War, what turns into the Dominion War. And you kind of have to watch all of them from that point on so you don't fall behind, more like television is today. I went all the way through Deep Space Nine, I think, twice. I did not do it back when it was originally airing. I went back the first time probably about 10 years ago, 2011 or so, and watched the whole thing. And then I went back through the whole thing probably about 2015-ish, 2016-ish, and rewatched the whole thing again. So the episodes aren't quite as fresh on my mind as, like, say, something where the Next Generation or stuff. That's weird. Where I go through Next Generation and original more, because it's not such a commitment to sit down and watch 7 seasons. And we're talking 7 old school seasons, so 20 plus episodes a season. There are a bunch of good ones. The one when Sisko is the reporter, he's like the writer. He's the writer back in like the 50s, the 60s, having to deal with all of the problems that he would have to go through in that time. Is really well done. I forget the name of it. It's a really good episode though. I believe Avery Brooks directed that episode as well. It's really, really good. It's Star Trek being political, but in a good way. It's Star Trek being political while still telling a really good story. It's keeping the politics second and the story first. It's a really good episode. Then there's the one, I think it might be called In the Pale Moonlight, when Sisko is talking, he's making a log, and it's the one where he's having to somewhat compromise his values. This could be the best episode in the whole series. I really enjoyed that one a lot. It's right in the middle of the Dominion War. Really, really good episode. The one when they encounter the group of Federation officers who've been stranded on the planet for a long while. I think that's when Nog gets the injury to his leg. That one's really, really good. Quark actually, something he says to Nog about humans is really, really cool. Really good speech. There's a lot of really good episodes in Deep Space Nine. I just think Season 7 kind of tapers off in quality. But if you are going to watch Deep Space Nine, I recommend just starting from the beginning and watching through the end if you have the time to do so, because it's definitely a commitment to go all the way through it. But it's the one Star Trek series, instead of picking favorite episodes, I just suggest watching the whole thing. And that's my thoughts on it. Have you seen Deep Space Nine? What do you think of Deep Space Nine? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Other things to do. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on a new video. I have a Patreon if you would like to become one of my patrons and contribute to that. There is a link to that down below in the description. Most importantly, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.